Tier 2 android, Wilson always had intelligence. Yet from his very conception he was forced to work in the mines of a rich glitter world, providing the resources necessary for the aristocratic upper classes to continue their lives of luxury. For nearly 200 years he toiled deep underground, longing for the sight of the sun. But then, something miraculous occurred. The planet Wilson called home dug too deep, excavated too greedily. They awoke something deep within their world, and it ravaged the planet like a plague. As the elite fought off the insectoid invasion, Wilson seized his chance. He broke free of his bonds and stowed away on a departing colony ship, bound for the Outer Rim. There, he would forge his new destiny. "100 years on, and the UCS Savannah had encountered a new system, with a habitable planet showing signs of life. Before the human cargo of the colony ship could awaken in their crypto-sleep chambers, Wilson initiated the ship's self-destruct sequence. He left behind the burning wreck of steel and carbon and screamed towards the planet in a jettisoned escape pod. Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Rimworld of the Kingdom of Beck. I am CarnasaGames, and I hope everyone enjoyed that little kind of story intro to our newest member of the kingdom, Wilson the android, who joined us last episode after being chased in by this guy over here, who didn't last particularly long against Agent's M16 assault rifle. But we're going to get straight on with this episode. We've got a lot that we want to do, so yeah, let's hit that play button and get started. One thing that I really want to do early on in this episode is to convert basically all of these wooden walls to slate walls, because they are a bit of a fire hazard at the moment. If there is another zap event, we are probably going to lose some stuff, and I would rather not lose anything that I've built. So if I quickly get these zoned in, built up as slate walls, hopefully Rose, who is now almost completely healed after her tangle with that Cinderlisk, she can kind of get up and make these into nice slate walls. Quickly, in between episodes as well, I did set Beck to start cooking, because I had a lot of food that was kind of not being utilised, kind of raw food that wasn't getting made into anything useful. Just because, yes, well, Rose was injured, and yeah, she's not really been doing much for the past few days. But let's set Rose's construct to higher than cook, so she will actually get out and do this. Oh, she will get out and do this anyway, because we have now set it higher than bed rest. But I've not got a problem with that. She is, as I have said, almost completely at full health. She's just got a little bit of a burn on her right arm. But aside from filling up those walls, I do want to make this area a little bit more livable as well, so we are going to be putting some floors down. Once Beck has finished cooking, she is tasked with researching, so yes, we should be able to get that battery research in quite quickly. We've built a second wind turbine, which is obviously going to be very nice for power generation, but still, we could use more batteries to store that, especially when the wind is like this and it's not particularly strong. That battery will die quite quickly with all of these electronics that we've got going. But anyway, let's get some floors down. Let's speed this up a little bit so everything gets done sharpish. And yes, let's go into more floors. We will have lovely marble slab floors. That's the word I was looking for. Marble slabs, and everything will look very pretty, and everyone will enjoy Castle Beck. Castle Beck will be getting a bit of a facelift, and yes, Wilson's main job at the moment is to mine and to haul and to clean, because we desperately need someone who can basically clean up the base after everyone. We've not had anyone do that yet, and it was getting rather dirty. Everyone was dragging sand in from outside, making everything look rather unsightly, and I'm sure they weren't very happy that their base was a bit mucky and dirty. And yes, now that we've got this dedicated android cleaner, miner, it's going to look a lot nicer. And yeah, no, they should enjoy it a bit more. They should find it rather beautiful. But that's another thing we need to do. We need to get some lights in all of these rooms, just so people aren't moving around in the dark. We've got lights in all of the important rooms already, such as the bedrooms. It's only really the bathroom and the main corridor where nothing is yet. And the sun rises once again over the castle of Beck, and you may have noticed that there has been a few changes overnight. Wilson, being an android, does not actually need to sleep, so he has been working on kind of doing all of the construction for some of these walls over here. So that's very helpful that we've got him as part of the colony now, because it means we're always going to have someone up, always going to have someone that's doing something. So things will get done at all times, which is going to be very useful in the long run. Androids are a very kind of beneficial race thing, something that we have in the colony. But another thing that I want to start getting done, we need to build somewhere for prisoners, because we are definitely going to be having prisoners, and it would be nice to have kind of like a little pen that we can keep them in. A nice little pen, nothing too shabby, but nothing too opulent either. Because, yeah, when the raids start coming in proper, we are probably going to be downing people, and we do want somewhere where we can, drag them back into the castle, put them in a bed, heal them up, and then try and recruit them. Spread the word of the Kingdom of Beck, and how wonderful it is, and how brilliant, and how they would really benefit from joining our wonderful society, all the whilst feeding them basically muck and keeping them in a dark cell. I don't think it is going to be a dark cell. I think we are going to put some lights in there, because I like having my prisons fairly nice looking, because it does actually help when it comes to recruiting people. If you keep them kind of, not too grand, not too opulent. If you keep them nice, the prisoners are more inclined to join. So we are going to make it look relatively decent. But this is medical at the moment. We are going to unset that, so Rose can actually sleep inside. I did notice last night she did sleep kind of over by the wind turbines. Obviously we don't want her sleeping outside all the time. And another thing that I think does need to get done, we do need some more food, because we are kind of, those potatoes have made us a few meals, but they've not made us an awful amount. So I'm going to get a 6x10 zone here. And we are going to, I think we will grow some carrots over here, and we'll get some tilled soil down on here, because it's not quite as fertile as some of the other land around this oasis. And would you look at this, here comes the trade caravan from Anuia again. These guys seem to like me quite a lot. They have visited, I think, most days whilst we've been on this colony, but I suppose that's good. What are they? They are a bulk goods trader. So once they get a little bit closer, we'll see if we can get Beck, the socialite, the chatty one, to come and do a little bit of diplomacy and see if there's anything worthwhile that they've brought over that we can buy. But it looks like the structure for that has all been finished. So if we get a wooden door in here, and then we can kind of fill it in once that's all done. But they seem to be at the castle now, so let's take Beck away from doing the research that is so vital at this stage of the colony. We'll get her to come over and talk to these. If you, madam, if you'd please not keep running away, I am trying to talk to you. Ah, well, I probably could have done that a little bit earlier and just avoided a bit of time wastage by getting them sent all the way up here. Anyway, let's have a look what they've got. They seem to have some dinosaurs for sale, but there is absolutely no way I am going to be able to afford that. I think this trip is going to be more what can I sell to them rather than what can they sell to me. I only have 239 silver left after buying that assault rifle for Agent. And I mean, I think that was quite a wise investment, purely because it has helped us quite considerably when it came to fighting those Cinderlisks and the android attack that happened last episode. But what have we got that we can sell to them? We can sell them some insect chitin, and I think we might do that. That's not a bad amount of silver for basically a little bit of work that we did. Components, no, we want to keep all of those. I am not sure where I've got those bird skins from, but I am going to sell those as well, because I have no need of those at the moment. Did we kill her? Oh, yes, yes, Agent Chocobo Killer. He did go and kill a meadow ave, a desert ave, something ave, a few episodes ago, so that's where that will have come from. And I think that probably will be us for now. I don't really want to sell anything more that's going to be particularly important, and I don't think I really want to buy anything at the moment with the kind of limited money funds that I have. So we'll accept that trade, we'll get that silver taken over. This has all been built up now. It is rather warm inside some of these. We are going to have to try and cool these down. But before I start venting everywhere, I do want to get multi-split air conditioners research, which I think is going to be what I'm going to research after Beck has finished batteries. Potentially, actually, it's either going to be batteries or it will be solar panels, because I like these wind turbines are brilliant, but when the wind stops, we could do with having some solar panels to basically complement these wind turbines rather nicely. But this room in here looks like it's been done. We're going to get some concrete floor down just to make it look a little bit nicer inside. It is a very drab floor, but it's something. It's a little something. I think we'll get a couple of beds inside. We will give them a small table with a stool, and yes, that's looking promising there. And let's get this hygiene tab up as well. We'll get them a simple shower that they can use over there, and a toilet and a basin, just so they can deal with absolutely everything in this rather confined space. And the last thing, yes, a little basin. Can they drink? No, they can't. We may have to give them a fountain as well. This is looking rather crammed inside here now. I think, yes, what we'll do, we will cancel that wooden stool, and we will get our fountain in here, just so so prisoners have somewhere where they can drink, so we don't cause them to die of dehydration whilst they are under our care. That wouldn't be very good. We don't want some desiccated husks that we come in. We tried to recruit them and they have passed away due to lack of water. Like I said, we are a kind and benevolent faction. We do not want to be killing people who are under our care. But looks like Rose is getting in there already and building up all of that stuff. Thank you very much, Rose, for doing that. We'll fast forward through this for a little bit while she gets that done. Set this to prisoners, and yeah, that's a very nice little prison cell in there. And of course, the final bit of the puzzle is to attach it all up to our plumbing system, so they can actually use those basins and water fountains and whatever they've got in there to keep all of their needs up as we need them to be. And we have another morning again on this distant Rimworld, and it appears that the trade caravan are leaving, finally. Thank you, because I believe in the middle of the night there, they came in and started stealing some of my food. Which, yes, I would rather them not do that, because food is rather scarce at the moment. We do seem to be having a little bit of a food problem. Let's see, this hasn't been done yet. Hopefully that will get done today. You can see we've got a few little bits of construction work still left around the main castle that need to be done, but hopefully that shouldn't take too long. I'm going to put a little concrete floor here in this dumping zone, just because when we've got people taking things from here to here to here, means that they won't drag that sand in. Sand is very dirty. Everyone hates sand. Calm down, Anakin Skywalker. And let's what floor do I want here? I want the more floors, and I want a lovely marble stone slab. Okay, why is that not being connected? Did I forget to? Yes, I did. There we go. But that should all be connected now. Now we have somewhere to store prisoners, and it looks rather nice inside. Well, as nice as you can get for a prison cell. Basically, we'll put a little standing lamp in there as well. So they've got a bit of light, and hopefully we get to see that being used relatively soon. And my information is telling me we have a colossal aero fleet roaming across this desert. A strange floating creature bounces around in the distance, blundering around the landscape. A small horde of smaller specimens seem to be attracted to it and follow it at a short distance. They seem to be mostly harmless and will probably leave the area when they have fed. Cool, so we've got some weird animals just roaming around. Let's just leave them be. I think we have no reason to harm them in any way. We can just let them go about their business. I don't see why we'd do anything else. But so the castle now all looks like it is pretty much there for what we want for now. I've got to start thinking about potential expansions. What we can do next to grow our mighty empire. I don't want this this bit of the building too large. I want it to be kind of I like the area that it's in. It's going to be quite central. Then we're going to have kind of like a little perimeter wall around the castle proper, and then outside of that we will have kind of the town, the settlement of the Kingdom of Beck, which may not be as well defended as this place, but we'll see how that goes. Obviously this place isn't particularly well defended at the moment. We could do with setting up some kind of kill box, because when the raids come, they are probably going to be quite painful. But I think one of the next priorities of this colony is to... I think we need a production room. And this can stay within the main castle for now as well. And let's get that here. We'll have that coming out a little bit further. Let's see how big that is. That's going to be 10. I think I want that 11. And we'll have... Let's quickly cancel that. I am kind of messing this up, building this at the moment. 11 is to there, and we will have it 11 there, and a lovely 11 by 11 little kind of production area. This is where our tailor bench and all that kind of good stuff that we are going to need production wise, where we're going to place it all. We'll have a nice stockpile here. It'll be very, very efficient to have it all together in the same place, and we'll get a little wooden door in there, and then we'll connect it up with our lovely marble floors as well. Then I think maybe we'll carry on the castle around a little bit more this way, and kind of have it come in this a kind of square-ish shape like this, then yes, I really have to figure out a way of defending this properly, but that will come. Let's fast forward through this and see what they do whilst they're building this. Perfect. It looks like Agent has gone over here and started planting the carrots. That's going to be very, very useful. Let's see how 47% grown. I think we should be alright to last until those potatoes and carrots come through, but it looks like we finished research on the battery. That's very promising. Beck hard at work studying the mysterious properties of batteries. And once again, everyone is up for the morning and for the day ahead. And it seems that this is almost oh no, it won't get completed. We need some slate chunks to be hauled. So let's go on a little bit of a explore, see if we can find some slate to bring over. I would quite like to get this area done today. Beck once again hard at research. She is going to be doing that multi-split air conditioning. But if we have a little bit of a look around, everything seems to be rather nice and comfortable at the moment. We are going to very shortly kind of connect all of this up and make this a solid structure. We might kind of pull this around here and leave that be, and that will be the sewage pipe for the castle. No one go over here. There is going to be a lot of poo, which is obviously going to be rather unsightly and yes, not particularly pretty. Not a particularly pretty sight, and I'm sure the colonists will have to hold their noses when going around that general area. But as this day draws to a close, I think we are going to call this episode there. And if you have enjoyed watching this, please do hit that like button. And yeah, if you've really enjoyed this and want to support the channel and all of that, please subscribe as well, just to, you know, help out the channel and all of that YouTubey stuff. But I have been CarnasaGames, and I will see you later.